Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to A Good Snowman is Hard to Build. What do I still need to do? Looks like there are some non-combined snowmen over here. So let's take a look in Nappy Bench Dreamland and try to figure out what our strategy is at this point. This one obviously needs to come to the upper left. What, actually... No, it needs to come to the... just anywhere over here, and these two need to go with it. And then this one probably needs to go with these, maybe? I think so. So let's just try to get this one with these two. In which case, getting these two near the bottom would be the right thing to start, I think. So let's reset this puzzle. They are already all the correct height or whatever. So I think what I want to do is something. What do I want to do? That's a great question. I guess I can try to accumulate as much snow as I can at the beginning, except for I've already gotten myself into a conundrum. No, I haven't, because I can walk outside. Of course. The main mechanic of the meta puzzling is to go elsewhere and return from another entrance. I'm not sure if this is the most efficient way to do it, but it's a way that I spot to make obvious progress. So from here, well, I say make obvious progress. I want to push you up or down or something? I suppose this isn't what I was intending to do. It also kind of doesn't work for what I wanted to. No, it does. Because I could put this here and then put this back. I could put this back a few places, actually. Yeah, suppose I did this. That's pretty dangerous. I think that's untenable, actually. I'm gonna undo that one. Let's put it here for the moment. And then try some other strategizing. Like this. Try to mop up some space. I need to... Okay. So this guy is not pinned to the top because I can push him from there. But I do need to clear off all that space. And right now, I need to do some more mopping up. So it's safe to mop all of this up because I can still push you all the various directions. So let's do some mopping up. And let's do even more mopping up. And let's see. Am I ready to start finishing these snowmen yet? Perhaps. This bottom guy is definitely pinned to the bottom row. And I think I could just go ahead and finish a snowman down in this corner. Is that true? Well, yes and no. Mostly no. Alright, change my mind. Let's push you out of the way over here. I'm going to need to get a big guy here. So let's work on that next. And doing so is non-trivial. Is it even possible at this point? I think yes. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Suppose I put you here for the moment. Then I can put you here and then here. This guy can move over here temporarily so that you can just get out of the way. Yes. And actually, before I do that, let's go ahead and just finish up this snowman using that one. And so you can go down here. There's one snowman completed. Great. And then this guy needs to go down next to it. This will work out fine. Okay. Yeah, there was actually plenty of space to do all of this stuff. I got a little cramped, and then I uncramped it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so 2 snowmen there. And that needs to join with the snowman over here. So this guy needs to be redone, mostly to the north. Do I remember how I did any of this? Of course not. So... it looks like this can just mop up a bunch of snow up top. And then most of the rest can just kind of like work itself out. Because if I build it here, that would be fine. And yeah, this can all work itself out. Actually, let's just give myself walking space. Now I'm able to push this to the left just to make it medium-sized. Then I can push it back to the right. Then push everybody up to here. Yeah, that'll work out just fine. So yeah, I'm still nervous that I'm going to get to the very end and not be able to complete the final 3 snowmen, but I still have some hopes that it'll all work. So having done that, I can now complete 3 more snowmen into meta snowman person. These were very close together, so there's many ways to do it. But that'll work fine, and then I just need you to lose a little bit of snow and lose a little bit more snow and then turn into that. Great. And so now, if this guy gets finished in the upper left, then he'll almost be close enough to do everything. So first off, can I finish that guy in the upper left? What is this guy's name? David. David, how would you like to be built elsewhere? David says, I think that's terrific, Ryan. All right, great. I'm sorry that my voice work for you is so poor. And there's many ways to push snowmen, snowballs at the edge of this. So I have no worries about anything. I can just do a little bit of walking around and kind of mop up a bunch of extra snow. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Because now I can position it here and stop there, I think. And I think that'll work out just fine. And then the next question will be, is that good enough? Or do I need to get things even closer? I may still need to get things closer. To combine 3 here. Yeah, because... yeah, they're not quite close enough. Okay. So, let's try to bring one of these snowmen downwards. And if I do that, where are you going to end up? I guess in the upper right. Yeah, that seems plausible. Okay, so let's try resetting this puzzle. I can't move these. These snowmen are immobile. They are going to end up in these 2 positions. Could I have moved you 1 further to the left? Yes. So maybe that would solve my issue? It's possible. In case that will solve my issue, let's try rebuilding you again 1 to the left because it was so easy. I can fast forward it. All right, so we rebuilt David over there. Does that bring David close enough to solve the other puzzle? Let's relax on a little bench and discover. Oh, I reset the puzzle here. Oops. I have to remake those snowmen first. Silly Brian. All right, that's no problem. Surely this was the easiest puzzle in the whole game, right? Right? What do I do here? Looks like... maybe that. And... I can always push this back to the south. So that gives me a whole lot of leverage, actually. I didn't mean to go there, though. So that means I could do this. And this. There's Jack. And, oh, no, I can't push you back to the south. I mean, I can, but then you'll be pinned against this wall, and so that's no good. So I did an oops. So what I should be witnessing is that pushing this guy to the right is not a problem, and so that's the thing I should be taking the most advantage of. Great. Okay. So then in that case, I think I can do this. You go there. You go there. You go here. And then I walk around this way to bring you over here. Okay, so these guys have been remade. Now let's see if these are all close enough to put together. So you could go down and end up there. And you can go up and end up there. Yeah, that works fine. Great. Okay. So we combine 3 more. And so now... that guy in the bottom left. Yeah, that's the problematic one. Are there any others that I need to do? What is the percentage read over here? And have I completed everything else? 91%. Yeah, it's just those 3. So, this is the hardest puzzle in the other world. I would need that one there. This one here and this one here, roughly. However, what happens when I undo that? I'm going to have to, like, remake one of these over here, probably in the meta puzzle world. But I guess first goal is to get one here and one here, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I have a plan in mind. Let's try to execute. So, you must be rebuilt. We can rebuild them. We have the technology. You need to be rebuilt in the upper right-hand corner. And it turns out that that might be really easy to do, because I can do a lot of mop-up work here right at the beginning. Yeah, and I can also walk outside the puzzle to push you back over left a column, and then that'll make everything super easy. Okay, great. Oops, Ag the Snowman. Yeah, and I can push you back to the south as well. So rather than think hard about how not to exit the puzzle, oops, I will simply exit the puzzle. Even if it involves a transfer between worlds, so that I can get to the north edge of you and push you back to the south. And then you've cleared space to the right of the little guy, so the little guy will be able to stay little. And that guy can pick up some snow at the end, and everything's going to work out fine. Great. So, there's a minor problem here, but I can solve it somehow, right? By doing this? No, this is just by doing this is what I want to do. Okay, I'm making more of a mess of this than I expected. Oh, but I wanted to roll you up there. No, I'm making more of this than I expected. It's still possible to solve though, because I can get some extra snow over here. Okay, yeah, it's extremely forgiving, which is good because I did make a mess of it. Okay, great. So, Snowman in the upper right, complete. Freya, looking great. Sarah, we need to remake you. Here, possibly here, but probably here. So let's aim for the very bottom right. How possible is that to do? I would need a little bit more snow. And that's pretty gettable. And I could move you around again. So yeah, let's just take a nap and get back to the south. The expanded possibility space that comes about as a result of being able to take a nap on the benches, I think is causing me to play the game sloppier than I otherwise might. But I don't know that it's actually like a problem. And I think that one can stay there, and that's fine. So the big one can go here. And now you are going to be medium-sized. And you'll still be medium here, right? Yes. But before I go there, this one needs to move out of the way. And I'm going to need to get to the south of it, probably. Yeah, so let's go ahead and take a quick nap to make that happen. So yeah, with all this extra possibility space, I feel like I don't have to think too many moves ahead on any of these puzzles, because I can just kind of go outside the boundaries of the normal puzzle in order to gain some extra leverage and be able to push guys around anywhere I want. Alright, so those two have been connected as desired. And now this is the puzzle that gave me so much trouble. Hopefully I still remember how I did it, but... is this the puzzle that gave me so much trouble? Yes, it is. I recognize it. And the problem that I still have... Oh, this is a problem that I still have. Yuck. There's no longer the... There used to be a gate over here, didn't there? Hold on. Didn't there used to be a gate there? Did that change? If I go out into this world, can I see where the gate used to be? No. I thought this is where the exit gate was from, like, the final puzzle thingy. And I was thinking possibly that was going to, if it was open, give me some value. So the trouble is now, one of these is pinned to the very top. Oh, so it's going to have to be you pinned to the top on the right, and the other guy's going to have to come in the bottom left. Okay. This makes me extremely nervous. But let's reset this puzzle. Oh, gosh. And now top guy has to go to the top right. Bottom guy is not actually pinned to the bottom because there is a way to get him off the bottom. And so that's the main things that we're working with. However, I need to get around to the left-hand side of bottom guy to get him off of the bottom. And that in itself is a struggle. And so one way I see to do it is to open like this, which feels like a waste of accumulated snow matter. But it was a way to go. Oops. That allows me to do some stuff over in this direction. But maybe not enough stuff. Only one more guy can become big. And only one more guy can become medium. And it feels like I have too much work ahead of me to make all of that happen. Unless there's one possibility I maybe see, which is if I do this and then push this guy north. No, that won't work. I think this mostly already is not working. I need to mop up so much snow on the right-hand side. But in order to mop up snow on the right-hand side, I eventually need to get this guy here. Oh, but what if... Okay. Ideas are starting to form in my brain, maybe. What if it's actually this guy who becomes the big snowball and does most of the snow mopping up? That does look promising. Once he gets to the top, he won't be able to get off of the top. So I want him to get to the top very late. However, we have to mop up some more snow on the top. That's to the left of where I am now. This might be enough if I do this. This might be enough. It's not quite enough, is it? No, I still have not freed this little snowball on the left. Could I have freed it, though? And could I have also made a little bit of other space that I'm going to need? Maybe. So suppose what? I think I'm in a bad state now. So with the expectation of having to reset in the near future, I just want to play around with some ideas briefly. If I put that there, basically nothing good happens. Yeah, okay. I got some ideas. The problem is I need to get into the left-hand side of the puzzle. I need to not push this guy all the way to the left, which was my original solution, because I don't want the guy who's on top to be on the left-hand side. I want him to be on the right-hand side. So knowing that, the only way for me to get to the left-hand side of the puzzle why could I not do the same thing down here? Because I do want you to be there eventually. So maybe I begin like this. Suppose I begin like this. Then I can mop up a whole bunch of snow up top, but I also need to mop up some snow over here, so that's where the problem becomes. Okay. So yes, there is much snow that needs to be mopped up. How do I accomplish such things? Let's imagine you're eventually going to go over there, sit on top of that guy. So you've kind of done your job. Let's take this one as like the giant snow mopper 9,000. And so the issue is if you became the other medium, I could use the snowmopper 9,000 to do some things over here, except for I needed to move that other guy first. Hold on. Oh no, I can't even get over there. Right, I can't get into the upper left of the puzzle yet in order to push that other guy out of the way. Okay. We're still working on this. At some point, I need to get into the upper left of the puzzle. How am I ever going to do that? Well, I guess I'm here now, so this is the right time to do it. I still can't figure out where all my snow moppers are going to be. Suppose you become the snow mopper. So if you are the guy who's going to mop up most of the snow, then I know that this is a good move to just kind of like let you mop up more snow without causing trouble. Is that true? Not entirely, because you just caused some trouble, didn't you? Because I can't push this way, and if I push the little snowball on top of this guy, the little snowball will just get trapped over there. Yeah, so that's no good. So what if this one had been farther to the north? Here we go. This guy can be peeled off the south edge. So this is fine. So he's mopping up more snow. And while I see a possible way to do this, let's do this. This guy is going to be problematic unless he becomes the middle guy over here. So let's make him the middle guy over here. I think things are happening, because now you can do some snow mopping over here safely, because now this little snowball can do a little transfer while you continue to mop snow. And then that little snowball can do a transfer. And you could go, oops, not that far. Just over to there, I suppose. And now you can go in the corner where I want you. And you can become a snowman there. And while I still have a way to walk around here, you can become a snowman over here. And now that gives me a way to walk around over here so you can become a snowman over here. I think I did what I wanted to do. Is it close enough? Oh, no, I didn't. I need this guy to go south first. Got it. In which case, I might have done a little bit of an extra step there. Okay, so with that done, the bottom left three are now definitely close enough to one another for this to easily become a new snowman. So I can do this and melt off a little bit of extra snow, like so. Fantabulous. And now the question becomes, are these three close enough to one another to make fantastic things happen? And that, I think, is maybe not the case. Unless I do something clever. Oops. Such as... I don't think I can do something clever here. So this is a problem. Let's reset this a little bit. Is there a better way to do this? You can only come as close as this, which means you need help. But I could give you help like this. No, because that'll end up losing snow. So there should be an easy metric that I can use here. In terms of like how much painting space has to go between these guys. And yeah, there's at least 3 bits of paint here and 1 bit of paint here, which is 4, and I can only afford to lose 3. So these are too far away from one another. So this will not work. I don't remember if this puzzle could have been done differently, so let's go take a look at it. Because if I could move the two rightmost ones, was this the one where they started with the big snow? Zoe and Richard, I don't remember. Let's redo it. No, there's a different way to solve this, I think. That will do what I need. Yes, because I think if I end up with both of the snow people in these two final resting positions, then everything can work. So let's just attempt to make that happen. So I will put one of them here, like so. And then it's impossible to ever move the other one there. Got it. Okay. So it still may be possible, but I need to do things in quite a different order. So in order to make a snowman, is it possible to make a snowman in the position just to the north of me? I can never roll anyone onto that position, can I? Ah, but what I can do, there still is a way to solve this, because I can end up with the snowman in these two final resting positions. However, before I do that, I need to do some cleverness. Okay, I am up to the challenge, I think. Go gadget brain. So if I create some non-snowy space there, then I can move a mid-sized ball here for a moment, and then be sad about my life choices. Yeah, that's not nearly as helpful as I thought it would be. Okay. Let's think about this. There's good stuff here. So once again, my goal is to form a snowman over here. But first off, I have to do some snow mopping up. And actually, snow mopping up is easy to do, given all of the flexibility that I have. So let's just take advantage of the path here to do a bit of snow mopping up. I guess the problem is that I can't walk around here right now. And so I have to try to free up this little snowball ASAP. Oh, why can I not free up this little snowball ASAP by doing this? Yeah. This seems good. Almost. Almost. We're almost there. Trust the process. Yeah, because now... Oh, no, I can't push this in here because then I can't get over there. And the problem with doing this now, I see what it is. And I can't get you further to the south. So how do I ever get this guy to the right? That's my current conundrum. So let's unconundrumify what's going on here. Possibly by using some of the space that's over here to my advantage. So... it occurs to me that since I need two medium-sized snowballs, I could begin by doing something along these lines. Does that help me? In order to ever push this guy to the right, I have to be coming from that left-hand area, which might be impossible. So let's imagine that I'm never pushing this guy to the right. That's a huge constraint because then I have a bunch of snow that I can't really mop up. Yeah. Suppose I did use some of the snow over here. And I had mopped up some snow over here. Is there a way to push this guy to the left? Briefly? Maybe yes. Because I could do this. I could then push you over here temporarily. There's still potential ways to get you out. This might actually do it. I've already got my 2 medium-sized snowballs, though. That's the current issue. Yeah, that's one of the current issues. And I can't get that farther down. Okay. Let me stare at this one for a moment. Okay, I think I got it. So I need to mop up some snow here. Then I can leave that one. Actually, I need to mop up a little bit more snow up here, I think. I can leave you here. But I also need to push this guy north. Then leave you, oops. Then leave you here. Then push you over here. And then here, and now I can finally get this guy to the right, which I was thinking briefly was impossible. So with this guy in this zone, now many more things become possible. So I think it may be safe to do little moves like these. This guy can't go to his final resting position yet, no. He needs to first get a mid-sized guy on top, which he can't do right now. Okay, this is still more crowded than I would like. But we can solve it through cleverness. All right. So, you accumulated snow. Oh, you accumulated snow. Not a problem. I can mop it up with Mop Master 5000. Oops, you accumulated snow. No problem. I can walk around a different way. Nothing's ever a problem. Everything is always fine. All right, here we go. So, Snowman number 1 is almost built. There we go. Snowman number 2 is going to be right next to him. Here. And I need a tiny bit of snow accumulation, which I will get thusly. And then the final snowball goes there, and then I think I can solve this, and then I think I might have solved the entire game. It's possible. Hold on to your hats. The snowmen arms seem a little bit too short to hold on to their own hats, but you listening to me in the audience can at least try. Okay, so... oh, irony. They're closer together, which in theory should help tremendously. Oh, and it does, because I can do this without losing anything. There we go. And so now this can roll here. There's snow on the ground. Oops, snow on the ground here, so this can roll here. And this did it. And there's the super gate thingy. I got an achievement. I didn't notice the name of the achievement when it popped up. But I believe this will say 100%. It does. And now if I walk out the door, do I get a credit sequence again? Oh! The entire world is destroyed through my incredible snowman building skills. Thanks for your help. You're welcome. I'm glad I'm helping by destroying the world, apparently. Perhaps it was just a fade out. Perhaps I didn't destroy the world. And if I press a key, then it looks like we're just here. But I think I'm done. I think I'm done. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save and quit and check and see the achievements to see if I think I'm done. All right, here's what I've learned. I've gotten 3 of the 5 achievements. Another achievement is rather easy to get by hugging a snowman for a long time. So I'm going to attempt to get that achievement now by hugging the snowman for a long time. And there is a final achievement for getting all of the butterflies. I did notice butterflies appearing in some of the original puzzles. You get a butterfly when you solve a snowman puzzle without leaving its hedge area. And so obviously as the game progressed, I was leaving the hedge areas frequently in order to just take advantage of things and also position snowmen to solve the meta puzzles. Okay, I got my achievement for best friends forever. And yeah, I think I could go back. I didn't pay enough attention to which puzzles I got butterflies on and which ones I didn't. I think other than possibly this puzzle, which I found the most difficult one in the entire game, I think I could easily get the butterflies in the other zones if I really tried. But yeah, I feel like this was a clean enough point. I got my enjoyment out of this game. It was a nice little puzzle game. It was relatively short. I was fortunate that I had just read through some Steam reviews after someone gifted it to me, and they talked about how there was kind of a weird twist that wasn't very discoverable. And I think I kind of accidentally stumbled into like leaning into the park bench. And so discovering that the dream world existed, I think, was like the big thing that might not be easy to discover. And then once you'd done that, discovering you could use it to exit and re-enter puzzles while they were in mid-solve states was kind of the other thing. And once you had those pieces together, I felt like it was straightforward enough to kind of get through all the puzzles in the game. In any case, I feel like this is very cleverly put together. I feel like this puzzle game would be hard to come up with the idea for and design. And I appreciate how tightly wound it was, because I think I'm pretty much through the game in 6 episodes or something. And so it had very simple mechanics. Like there's only like 3 or 4 real mechanics in the entire game. But it explored that space very well. And so I did like this game a lot. So thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon with another game. For now, bye bye.